What it is, what it ain't, what it's gonna be. You already know who it is. It's your boy AD. Now listen, before we get into this week's episode, I want to tell all of y'all to go and subscribe to the movement. Now look, there's multiple ways you can subscribe to our movement. All right, if you got your iPhone, you go on your podcast app. If you got your Android, you go on your Stitcher app. If you got your laptop or your desktop, you go to iTunes, search the platform. You spell it the right way, search the colorful art with the lady with the headphones that say the platform, hit subscribe. You cannot miss it. All right. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _chefboyad_ That's _CHEFBOYAD _. All right. I will give you King and L's Instagrams and all that stuff. Their girlfriend not having that shit at all. All right. So without further ado, cue the motherfucking music.
You're rocking with the platform with AD, King, and L. Let's go!
All right, what it is, what it ain't, what it's gonna be. It's AD. Another episode of the platform, the podcast. Like I said, I've been doing these series of interviews, and I'm in my hometown, the Gainesville, Florida, and the brother I got next to me now, him and his team, I've been seeing them move for a couple years now. We got the same kind of, I guess circle, same people that we know, same people we came up with. So, and I just been watching my man grinding, and I'm extremely proud of this dude, putting in the work. And it's showing, man, when you put in that work, you get the support, you get that love, and people gonna follow you. You know what I'm saying? I got my man, Manuel Payne here. You know what I mean? From, you tell them what the name of the line is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the name of the line is I Ain't Them, short for Mvmnt clothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lifestyle brand that we started in Gainesville, Florida. Yeah, man. What do you say after the intro like that, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, look, man, I'm a firm believer in giving flowers while people can still smell them. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and especially growing up in this area, in this city, it ain't a lot of love given when it need to be. So I figured I should, if anybody gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? I can do it. Ain't no thing, man.
I appreciate that.
But I appreciate you doing this with me. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You got another man with you, right? Nate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is Nate? To the brand.
Coach is the co-founder.
Yeah.
Yeah. We started this about officially 2013, but we was talking about it in like 12. We got in the process of like making it.
Yeah.
And when we started, we first like we would have like two like specific designs for the brand or whatever, basic designs, and then if somebody wanted to support, we get the shirt. Whatever color, what they want, whatever colorways they want to get it customly did to their discrepancy. However, that wasn't really the route that we wanted to go with the brand. Like that wasn't the vision. So we started like figuring out how to make it a full line. And then so 2013 we made it official with the copyrights and all that stuff, trademarking and the business.
Yeah, that's important.
Like that. Oh yeah, definitely.
Niggas that try to steal your shit.
Oh yeah, man. And I got this tatted on me. Can't nobody take it, bro. You feel?
Yeah. And that's what's up, man. A lot of people, like, I see a lot of people come with the quote unquote brand clothing lines and stuff, and they just screen print shirts and just, you know, try to push them that way. But y'all got a real deal movement. You know what I mean? Y'all got a real deal movement. I see y'all shit be on rappers. You know what I'm saying? BG, who I'm interviewing tomorrow. I'll be seeing my little homie Rihanna. Shout out. Yeah, shout out, man. So I had to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just do all music, all rappers, you know what I'm saying? Especially, that's not just the culture.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? We're very fashionable people. So,
you
know what I mean? What just, I guess, what made y'all just say, you know what I'm saying? Let's do a clothing line, man.
Because we was just talking, like, cause we was cool for a short period of time prior to start going into business. And we was kind of at a 9 to 5. And we was just sitting out one afternoon. It was just like, yeah, this ain't really the move. Like, I can't see no future in this. Like, this ain't, you can't provide for your family. You can't do the things that you want to do off of this 9 to 5 or 9 to 5 period.
Yeah.
So it was both like, I mean, me personally, like, I think I get it from my pops. My pops is an entrepreneur too. And then my mama is a hustler. Like, so, like, I always had that kind of like knack coming up as far as like how to make money and like how to work and stuff like that. And it was always like the mentality of ownership and like while getting into reading and stuff like that. And then my dog read a lot too. So we started talking. It was just like, yeah, this ain't really the move. So it was like, what we gonna do? And it kind of came to me one day because they say like, Richard Branson, I think that's his name. He's like, the best ideas come from upset people. And so I was in the store one day, like trying to get a fit one day. And I was just like,
figure that shit out.
I was just, no, it wasn't even that. It was just like, man, like everybody looked the same. Then it's like, it ain't really no good, like original clothes. I was just like, man, I might as well start my own. And came to me and then we went to rolling from there.
Where'd you get the name from?
Izemi was kind of, I'm gonna tell you.
And why do you, 2-part question, where you get the name from? Yeah. And why y'all spell it the way y'all do?
Okay. I mean, that's an interesting, I'm gonna tell you the story. All right. Because like, was down south a little bit, Miami. And a popular artist down there is Iceberg. Oh, okay. And so like back in the day, Iceberg used to say he used to say Yazeme. Yeah. Yazeme. Yeah. But I used to think that he's saying Yazeme. Yeah. So I come up here saying that. So people like around me saying like, that's cold, look. Like, so they start saying it, but they like, what it mean? I was like, I don't know what it mean. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like made like a definitive definition for it. Yeah. And then it was like, okay, I wrote it out one day and it just spelled out like that. It wasn't really no like deep meaning to it, but then it became something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
it was just a natural thing and then you just turned it into something. Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So where do you get your ideas from, like your designs from? Cause I saw like from where y'all started, right? It very, very simple, everybody could grasp the concept. Now y'all more, from what I see, more elaborate, more intricate, you know what I'm saying? More intelligent with how y'all putting stuff together with the royalty and all that stuff on the shirts. So where did the transition go? Like, how did it start here and then just picked up? What drove y'all to this direction that y'all at now?
I'd say just obtaining knowledge, like through reading and seeing, like looking at society from an objective way. Because I mean, like we go into like the concepts kind of like a real artist or a real rapper gets inspiration for their content. So it's like, if we see something in society, like we made a shirt on police brutality, but instead of putting like, don't shoot or making suggestions, we just made a silhouette of a police officer and we said responsible for more deaths than hip hop and left it at that. So, I mean, like every time I wore the shirt out, you know, you either we gave you the option, you either gotta love it or you gonna hate it, but you gonna respect it because it's facts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like, every piece we're gonna put thought into and it's gonna mean something. However, even if it's simple, whatever, it has to represent something. Like you gotta be able to explain it. So like we started out like kind of rusty, but I mean that's with anything, repetition, you get better. Yeah. So it's like each piece it kind of built up, and we got pieces. It's kind of funny that like people see these current pieces and like, yeah, that's deep, but we got some most of them we think might go over people's heads, so we gotta kind of spoon feed it to the people so they can get it.
I know how it goes, man. You gotta give them a little at a time so they can catch on. That's why I would say just watching the transition from what y'all doing, like you can tell, like I can tell because I do business, right? So I can tell how y'all figuring it out, but y'all doing it effectively. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's a lot of people who make mistakes, come through speed bumps, but they don't do it the right way. Like you can make efficient mistakes, and I kind of see y'all making, you know what I'm saying. I see where y'all could have said, you know what, that didn't work, or that wasn't as good, but now we know what to do, so let's apply it and make it better, you know what I'm saying, the next step. So I applaud y'all for that, man. So how'd you get connected to, like, you know, getting rappers and getting these like, you know, people to wear your stuff, man?
Well, I mean, from the beginning, because we kind of went off like the regular, I guess, so to say, branding route, which was find people who we feel like had a quote unquote big following. And we would kind of be like, we reached out to them via social media, like, can y'all wear our stuff or whatever. But I mean, in the last 3-4 years, social media really done took over. So it's like everybody figured out, I could promote your stuff on social media, but it's going to cost you. So it was kind of like people, if we reached out, but it was kind of like, they don't know who we are, but they get these kind of things probably like 100 times a day. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, it's just gonna be left on red. Mm-hmm. So we was like, man, we just keep it G with us, cause that's what type of people we are. So we was like, we gonna make the connections and the people that we vibe with and that vibe with us, man. Mm-hmm. What's up, man? You want to be a brand ambassador? And it's natural, you know what I'm saying? It's organic, you feel me? So that way, that person will wear your stuff, but even not you having to ask, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa, because we're going to show love too in our lanes and stuff like that. So, I mean, everybody that you see wearing our stuff, we have a personal connection, so to say. With them.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I got your stuff too.
Yeah, I don't worry. I ain't actually yet. I was gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure, but
we got you, man.
Like, and that's so important, man. That's why when I started this, because I was doing the radio thing at first. I had a falling out with that, and I figured like somebody sat me down. One of the hosts actually was like, "Well, you know all this shit. Why don't you just do your own shit?" Yeah. And I'm like, I can. So I sat back. And I did the same thing. Like, I'm starting a network, podcast and stuff. So let me reach out to some people who got a good following, blah, blah, blah. Same thing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm coming home anyways. You know what I'm saying? Let me put on people that I know from out the, you know what I'm saying, the crib that's putting on, you know what I'm saying, making these connections. So like you said, it's organic. That's why when you asked if I had any questions, this is just normal questions I ask you. Right. Just in conversation.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I didn't want this to be like an interview. Right. You know what I mean? It's more of a conversation. Because, you know what I'm saying? We from the same dirt. You know what I mean? Definitely. So, you born where? In Miami?
No, I was born here.
You was born here. You just moved to Miami.
No, I mean, I spent a little time like back before, because I got a lot of people down there.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I picked up the culture like through that.
All right. And what high school you went to?
Yeah. Ooh,
yeah. All right. I just had to get that out there. Had to get that out there, man. You know what I'm saying? PK Young, if y'all don't know, a lot of people not gonna know, you know what I'm saying? Especially because this is gonna be, you know, international, national, whatever. So, and another thing is, man, I wanted to talk to you especially because people, especially in tri-state area where I live, right, there's so many people moving and shaking, you know what I'm saying? Shaking and moving and whatnot. And I buy clothes all the time. Right. You know what I mean? And I figured the way I see it is like, I could spend $50 for this polo shirt. Right. Right. Or I could spend whatever here and have a personal connection. I know nobody else where I'm from got it. And once they do start getting it, it's because they saw me with it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, man, it's more of a personal thing. Right. And I just think it's dope that people are starting to be creative, man.
Oh, yeah,
starting
to
put their stuff in. You know what I'm saying? Especially with our generation.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? We coming up, man. So what is take me step by step from now. What is the goal? Are you trying to get stores? Are you trying to be in stores? What's the movement?
As far as, I guess, so to say, that route approach will go, I would say we really kind of, in a sense, playing it by ear, just off the strength of, because we studied the market. Yeah. So it's like you see what the route is to, if you put your brand in the store, opposed to if you keep it independent and you make your own store and then work on building it and going that route. But it was kind of like, you could do a little bit of both and have your own store and have your brand in other stores. Yeah. So, I mean, really it's kind of like whichever route it has the best, I guess, beneficial, like, for us. So I say, with that, those goals as far as spreading it, we just really like it's organic. Like I want everything because we are very big in particular on ownership. So that's the route less traveled because that's gonna take long. Yeah. Because a lot of people have the ideas and sell them off to people
to get that quick dollar.
Yeah, to get that quick dollar. But you kind of sell yourself short because of what you could have had for the check. Yep. In the right side, you know what I'm saying? So I really just, me and my partner, we had these conversations all the time, and it's like, it really ain't no right and wrong in either one, but it's kind of more so on the longevity aspect of the brand and
from
building it like that. Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree, man. And it's so rare. Like you said, people come up, like a lot of people, especially up there, they come up with the ideas just to sell them off. They come up with ideas to sell them off. That's what it is. But when you sit back and like think about it and you say, all right, this man willing to offer me, let's say $500,000 for my idea. Well, what can I make?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? he expect to make way more than 500,000 on me.
Exactly.
So that just means if I put in a little bit more work, you know what I mean, I can make more than what he offering me.
Yeah, you can
and have my you know, my brand and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, what is, well, I guess how I want to word this question is, what's your demographic?
Really is more so of the, I guess, so to say, the urban for right now, because like I said, we're in the business of expansion. Like what you see today isn't what you're gonna see 3-4 years from now.
Gotcha.
And notice I say that without reservation, because I know we're gonna be here 3-4 years from now, and so on and so forth. So like I said, we in the business of expansion, but it's like really our culture. And so demographics right now is the street urban culture, but 3-4 years from now, we might be in a position to make athletic wear. So then we are catering to the athletes, but still have but we got the street urban culture on lock, and the college kids that wear like the graphic tees and the plain type t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then even getting into formal wear and stuff like that, like it's no limitation. And then my dog right here, he's in accessories. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it started with hats, bags, we getting on, you know what I'm saying? So it's
I like backpacks and shit. All right, so back to what we was doing. So the thing about, like, when I sit back and I think like what y'all have going, it's like, especially within urban, like you see all the rappers when they get on, they want to run to the Versace, right? They want to run to the Polo, to the Louis, to all this, to the Hermes, all that stuff, right? And I just sit back and think like, all right, so I can compare what you make to what they make. To me, it's no real, you know what I mean? No real difference. So, not to say that your shit is the same. What I'm saying is, why can't, you know what I'm saying, people dive into that? Why must we run to the higher ups, the people who don't even really care if we wear their shit or not? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I prefer to wear, you know, some, like I said, like some shit y'all make, because it's the same quality, same, you know what I'm saying? I can look just as good in that, you know, versus wearing some shit for Versace where I gotta pay arm and a leg for. Right. You know what I mean? And them people don't give a fuck if I wear their shit or not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta keep commend. That's why I commend y'all so much, man, because, and I know it's a lot of people who started to doubt y'all at first.
With that, as far as I'm gonna try to answer both of those questions. As far as the quality, with that, the first part is funny because like we see all that stuff, we study all that stuff, but I feel like that goes to the psychological aspect of things. As far as people feel like they are exclusive when they can buy this and afford this, but other people can't afford this and buy that. Yeah. So it's like, and then it's like, people can't even pronounce these names, or people can't even, like, what value do you have of this other than the fact that you feel superior to the next person who can't afford this? Exactly. Not knowing that this person who bought this might be spending their rent money to buy this fit for a club event, just to say that they got it on for one night, but they gonna wear it about 100 times in the next month. That's my thing. Yeah, but it's funny, but that's just the uphill battle of being kind of like, quote unquote, a pioneer to being an entrepreneur in your generation. And a lot of people don't understand that yet. So it's like, and that's what I'm saying. Then also it's a battle that we knew what we was getting into because of the fact that we wanted to retain ownership. So when you trying to market something to people who have a program and to only want these type of material, like this type of brand, whether it be Polo, Versace, Hermes, Louis, all that type of stuff, and you know what I'm saying, different stuff like that, opposed to wearing this black guy who you might know from school, and he's saying, oh yeah, I'm selling you a shirt, but it's $60, opposed to you just bought a shirt for $80 and they ain't trip about it. But I try to sell you a shirt, you like, I can't get it for like $25. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I can't get a discount. Yeah. But I mean, it's part of the come up, and it's part of the thing to where it's like, The only difference is you telling me I'm not this person. That's really all you can tell me, because you can't say, if you feel the material,
that's what I'm saying. You can't.
The same. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But we take that on the chin, bro, and just keep like regrouping in this call on research and development. So all those kind of like shortcomings, it's just making it easier for us to catch them on the back end and stuff. And like, as far as the doubt, in the beginning, because it was new to us, and we kind of had that super entrepreneur optimism when we jumped out the gate. Yeah. And it was kind of like the little kid that just learned how to swim, but he ain't really that legit with the swimming. So he hop out in the pool and almost drown because it's 10 feet. Yeah. But he was just good in 3 feet. Yeah. So we had to get off to the side and regroup and rethink this thing and get back out there. So that was really like what it was. And so like with the doubt, like when the doubt came in the beginning, it was kind of like we was hot about it. But then like through reading and through like conversations, because me and him politic about this kind of stuff all the time, it was kind of like we just got a level of understanding to where it's like we just got to do us and stick to what we do, and eventually it's gonna connect with the people it's supposed to connect to. Gotcha. So I mean, I wouldn't even much like, we won't even speak on the negativity no more, because we done built a tolerance to it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, you gotta be thick skinned, man. Oh yeah, because you're doing something that other people can't, because other people can't see themselves doing it, so they tell you can't do it. Yeah. So that's all that be about. So you can't take that kind of stuff personally. Brush that shit off, keep it moving, man. Oh yeah, movement is life. Yeah, always, man. So take me through where I know we talked about where you got the idea from, but I mean, from the moment you got the first shirt made, sold the first shirt, take me through that whole process, like the very, very beginning. Like, the first shirt is that we made officially, when the brand got official, was they were all white shirts with black. 2 were black and 1 had a red print on it, but it was all one solid color. And it was a bad graphic that we made of it was supposed to have been a honey badger. Yeah. But everybody was like, what the skunk mean? Like, what the skunk mean? And we like, it's a honey badger. Yeah. So that was already a red flag right there that we probably ain't like, it's gonna sell, but it's not gonna be like the effect that we wanted. Cause it was like, it said young and relentless. It was a message with the honey badger. Cause you know, our honey badgers go after what they want, relentless. So it was like young and relentless, but everybody was like, what the skunk mean? You feel me? And then we had like a bad graphic of a little train, and it was like money train type stuff. And then we had another shirt of a Basquiat crown, and it was like history remembers kings, but it was like just a basic like font type stuff or whatever. But the material, the quality was good on the shirts, because we elevated from the customs that we was doing to looking in the fabrics. We got to know fabrics and things like that, and the materials and what feels better on people's skin, opposed to like the regular baggy jersey shirts that people ain't Gilligan shirts that people be selling. But like, in the beginning, like a lot of our close friends, like they was real supportive, and like they bought the shirts, and like, you know what I'm saying? And they couldn't really knock the quality, but it wasn't, at that time we had a bad marketing strategy. It was never about the quality with us. It was always learning marketing, learning quantities, learning price, efficiency, like all that kind of stuff, like the technical sciences. It was never about the quality of the material or the brand itself. Like that was, because everywhere that we done been, like traveling wise, like nobody has ever like said like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it. And honest people, like, no, I'm really not. That brand just, it doesn't really, I don't vibe with it. And even had a dude that's been designing his brand has been 15 years in the making. Love you know what I'm saying? Like he executive produced the capsule, the collection, Operation Awakening. Shout out to Plus. But like everybody really vibe with what we do. So it was like, once we back to the first ones, the quality was there, but it was just like we sold a few, but we just didn't like push the brand in the right direction. We was kind of all over the place because we was new in the game. Yeah. And we learned best through trial and error, opposed from somebody telling us like, you do this, don't do that, because nobody ever did what we did before. So is that what you recommend to, like, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got youngsters, very artistic people, and you know what I'm saying, they draw on shoes and all that stuff, and they want to sell them. Do you suggest them
going through trial and error, you know, getting them scars and letting them heal, learning from the experience?
I feel like experience is the best teacher. That's just like somebody with fighting. Like, I could tell you, like, throw a jab, block, duck, whoop, whoop, whoop. You get out in there, that man hit you with a counter that you wasn't expecting and knock you out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you learn from that through experience, not through me telling you. So, I mean, you can do your research and you can get other opinions from the people that done did it before you. But experience is the best teacher, man. And you got to experience it if you want it, because you're going to have to get involved in it in some way. So it's like, even you, for example, like you got to get out in there and do your thing or whatever, and you regroup, and how you regroup is how you last.
Yeah.
Through your failures, because it's imminent that you're going to fail, because you can't get better unless you fail.
Yeah.
So, I definitely tell anybody that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
So you and Nate, right? Y'all worked together?
Yeah.
When y'all came up with this?
Yeah.
Right. Your name's Six, right?
Yes, sir.
How'd y'all connect?
We connected through another homeboy of ours that does music now. And he was kind of like around, and then it was kind of like, bro was like involved, like he liked what we was doing and he got behind it.
Yeah.
And like whenever we need him to do something or whatever, it was never like no problem. And then he was like, I think I want to start my own thing or whatever. And then he started the hats.
That's what that's about.
Yeah.
So he came up with the hats?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's all him.
Bravo, my nigga. Bravo. I like them
man,
damn hats.
out,
Yeah, I've been getting more, especially living up north.
Yeah.
I've gotten into hats and
Oh, yeah.
scullies and I got, like, doing this shit, I've gotten into backpacks. You know what I mean? I got the one with the logo on it now, but like I've been in the backpacks, shit to put my laptop in, you know, fit my mics in. You can't just throw it in a JanSport no more.
Right,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
I got to protect my laptop, expensive as shit. So so when I edit and put programs in it, I want to protect it. So I've been in the backpacks and looking into stuff. So I'm big on accessories. So the hats are dope. That's a good look.
Man,
that's a good look.
But yeah, man, it was that was all him or whatever. But it was just like he was around or whatever, and he just kind of caught that energy, that organic connection. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's really what it be about.
Yeah.
In anything, man.
Yeah, that's what I've come to learn, man. And especially in entrepreneurship, when you travel in the right direction, you know what I mean, the right people you know what I mean, going I don't want to say latch on. They gonna get behind you. They gonna get with you, and then eventually they gonna feed off of that, and they gonna want to do their own. If they the right people, you know what I mean. They not gonna keep asking for handouts.
Exactly.
They gonna want to do their own thing, and just y'all be more powerful together. And something else, man. I see you move around with your girl a lot, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I see that, man.
Yeah,
that's I gotta, cause I know some dudes out here who ain't moving at all. I ain't gonna put nobody out there, but you know, I ask niggas they got main dames, knowing they do. They lie. Nah, I ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, man. So, I know she supports you with a lot of this stuff, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. I mean, internal support is key, because it's like facing the world, so to say, metaphorically speaking, facing the world. Like, you kind of got to put on that poker face. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't never let them see you sweat. So those people, like my partner, coach, her, him, and probably my mom, are the only people that really get like how I really feel about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it comes to a point where because I've always been taught, out of all you get understanding. So it's kind of hard to understand other people's, why they not this, that, and the third. Why they take it the way, like why people so like why they'll follow this person movement but not mine, what I'm doing wrong. But then I had to realize like that it was never me, and that it was never us, and that the fact that this is the route, that this is the path that y'all chose for a reason, and it's like these are all tests, because everything that you going through not preparing you for what you're trying to get to. Like, you know, as cliche as that sound.
I mean, it's real.
Yeah, that's real. So those people are the people, that's my circle. So those people are the ones are my confidential people who get everything that I probably won't display to the world that they don't see. You know, so I mean, that's definitely like internal support is everything.
And you definitely need that, man. Especially, I tell people all the time, man, the hardest thing in the world to be is an educated black man. And I don't just mean you gotta have a degree. You know what I mean? I don't mean you went to Harvard. I mean just off the basic principle that you know something. You know what I mean? Anything. You doing well in your profession. You know what I mean? You could be a great ass janitor, and just know your job to a T, you're going to have somebody, you know what I'm saying, trying to throw you off. I agree, man. I'm the same way. Like I don't have a girl now. Yeah. But I do have like a collective group of people. Yeah. Who keep me pushed in the, you know what I'm saying, the right direction. That way, if I come with the boys in the hood swinging and dope, that's behind closed doors, so I can have a poker face. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you might get like, oh, life must be sweet for you. You don't never go just because you ain't putting your shit all out there. And a lot of people think this shit's sweet, but what y'all do, man, it's a lot of research behind that shit. Looking into fabrics, and because I got friends in that, you know, fashion industry, and they tell me about fabrics and fits and all that stuff, and that shit is a real deal, like work. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you about that. Everything when you creating whatever it is, from music, painting, drawing, fashion, whatever, it's art, it's creativity. Creativity gives off vibrations. Yeah. So it's like if I go get a shirt printed and it's a bad material and you put it on, it kind of like slump. Like you kind of just, you know, but you go get a shirt with like an H&M quality shirt or one of our type shirts to where it's like when you put it on, cause that's the first thing we get most of the time. Like, damn, I just had my homeboy, his clothing line, you know, and not to knock him, but it don't feel like this when I put it on. Like y'all boys really like, I felt like I got this out the stove. You know what I'm saying? Like you get vibes off of everything creative. So it's like, you gotta take those extra steps and like really go and pay attention to the details, especially like with fabrics, because fabrics make you feel away once it touches your skin. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know this stuff, and not knocking them. But that came from trial and error and a lot of failures, because we was going through that with the bad materials in the beginning too. You had to learn. And yeah, definitely. I would never wear them shirts that we made ever again, dog. I mean, we do that shit, man. We look back on pictures, man, and say, I can't believe I wore that shit, man. But back then it was, you know, I was rocking it. You had to learn, man. And I agree with the fabric shit, because when you put on, that's why I wear joggers all the damn time, because they feel so great, man. You know what I'm saying? Versus jeans. When you gotta wear jeans, you gotta wear jeans. But I throw on some joggers any day. So I understand how it goes. I understand where it is. You know what I mean? I don't know necessarily what all goes into it. Yeah. All I know is I'm a creative person myself. Exactly. So I know how I create and what I do when I create some shit. So I know exactly how to, not the process, you know, necessarily, but that shit is there. The process is there. Definitely. So, and how do you get into like looking at different fabrics? Is there like a store you go to? Is there like something you Google or something? Yeah, they give like, they have booklets with like for the wholesale, and like the people, whether it be like American Apparel or Anvil or Gilligan or whatever whatever ones there are. It's a lot of them, but it's a booklet about this thick with different materials, and you pick and choose which ones that you want, and then you like have like the samples, so you can feel the materials and stuff like that, and then you make your assessment from there. Gotcha. I got you. How do y'all go about picking different color schemes and whatnot? That just comes from like a lot of back and forth. Man, he'll get into it a lot, because it's like you're not always gonna agree. You and Nate? Yeah, definitely. But it's like we get in the lab and we bump heads, or it might be something like I think it's the hardest idea that I done came up with. Like I'm telling them, like through text, I'm like, boy, I just came up with something. This it right here. He like, yeah. It's like, what? And I sent it to him. He like, I see what you're doing. That's straight. But I think we should whoop, whoop, whoop. And I don't be trying to hear that, man. And it be the same thing with him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you need that, because we end up making something that's great. What y'all see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the ideas, probably if it came from me, he tweaked it a lot, and vice versa. A lot of the ideas that y'all see from him, I might have tweaked that, but you need those. Yeah, you need that. Like, you need another eye on constructive criticism and stuff like that. And Nate's at work right now. Yeah, bro, I work right now. He couldn't make it. Yeah, I ain't gonna say we work at. I know. Yeah, cause I know, but I ain't gonna put him out there like that. But yeah, man, I'm the same way, man. Like when I used to write. Well, I still write from time to time, but I'm more focused on creating the platform. But when I used to write, I used to hit my boys up, or like first thing I used to do is rap for girls. Right. You know what I mean? Because girls listen to music before. Yeah, definitely. So I rap for girls, and they be like, I mean, it's all right. Yeah. You could have said this. Yeah. Now, at first, I ain't gonna lie, cause you know, creative people, they tend to be sensitive about their shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Fuck you know about writing. You don't even know English. Fuck out of here. But, you go back, you take that shit into consideration, and then you say, all right, well, if a female said this, let me tweak this or tweak this beat a certain way. Right. She can move a certain way. You play that. Then they like, all right, now you got some shit. You know what I mean?
Now you got that's an organic connection.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And she probably got 2-3 more homegirls she gonna put on
when I record or when I do anything, I always make sure to have at least 2 or 3 females around me.
They're gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. And they females love that shit. They love to shoot some shit down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's their job.
Their job. But they be meaning well, man. They don't be ill intent. So
definitely.
But yeah, man, like I just commend y'all. I'm gonna keep saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? That. And just, all right, but yeah. I keep getting I get the most phone calls on vacation.
Oh yeah, man.
And I do often, motherfucker. But yeah, that's my man calling about that damn Monte Carlo I just got. So yeah, so it is what it is. But, yeah, that's why when I reached out to you, I was like, I need something from my homegirl, you know what I'm saying? Cause my best friend is a female. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I bounce probably 99% of the shit I'm thinking of off of her. Cause some of the shit I say as a creative person, it just come off like dumb. Yeah. And I could think that shit is fly. Like I came across some dumbass ideas, like to me and to my boys. Yeah. Cause we dudes. Right. So they relate. They like, oh, that shit dope. Yeah. I tell her, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? So I gotta commend her for that. Her and my grandma. My grandma is real.
That's real. That's that. Yeah, that's that.
She a little too real sometimes. She hurt my feelings. But it is what it is, man. You said your mom's, right? Your mom's just like that person for you too?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Cause I mean, for a long time, it was really, like, that was really all I had. Mm-hmm. So, like, it was like, I never, cause I'm a real reclusive and introverted person. So like that's my heart or whatever, but I never really was super close, but that was all I had. So like you gonna and then she the type of person, she the one who made me who I am. So she's straight blunt with everything. She can tell you everything that come to mind. So it's like, it ain't no walking on eggshells with that one. So man, it's like, you had to get thick skin from her. You know what I'm saying? So she was preparing me for the world. I didn't know that then, what I know now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's definitely a person that I talk to about things, and she gonna give it to you straight up, even when you don't want to hear it like that. Yeah. So.
And cause right now I'm at my grandmother's house. And I told her, like, cause usually my thing was I could show up, location and do the interview right there, cause I can do it on my phone. Right. But I wanted to be here, so I didn't know if you was gonna have people with you, so I didn't want to, I wanted to be more accommodating. Yeah. And I was like, hey, I need to do an interview. You mind if I do an interview? She was like, I don't want nobody in my house. Yeah, boy. I'm like, but he went to PK. Oh, all right. so you got the pass. Cause you know what I'm saying? She broke her neck to get me in that damn school, bro. So likewise. Yeah. So she know how that shit goes. Yeah. So tell me, let's take it back to the Blue Wave days, man. Tell me your times at the high school, man. How it go? Did you start? What grade you started?
Freshman year of high school.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I mean, what part?
What's your graduating class?
10.
All right. So, 2010, right? Yeah. So let's take it back to when you start. 2006. Yeah. Yeah. Take me back 2006, man.
Man, that school was when I got in there, because I was so different from a lot of the people that was there, man. So it was like, people used to think I was weird, because like I said, I don't talk to people. If I'm not spoken to, I'm not talking to you. Yeah. So if I ain't have to talk, I wasn't talking. So for a long time, I wasn't talking to anybody on the campus or whatever. So, but a lot of people kept gravitating towards me, like trying to get me out my shell, I guess because I was the new guy. And eventually I opened up or whatever, but it was kind of like, I mean, it was alright, like, I don't really have, I never really had expectations. I just knew I just came to do sports. Yeah. Cause that's how I got in there, for sports and stuff. And then, from freshman year to 12th grade year, it really showed me a lot about who I was with people, and then like school, and it kind of put me on this path that I'm on now, to be honest. Yeah. Because a lot of things that I thought would have went the way that it was, like I thought it was supposed to go, didn't happen that way. So here I am now. So, I mean, PK, I mean, it was just an experience. I leave it at that.
And you play football, right?
Football and track.
Okay. Yeah. I ran track. 2 championships.
Oh, yeah, bro. I remember.
Yeah.
I think we got one when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
We got one.
Yeah, I got 2. I can't find my damn rings. But I got all them damn medals. But
I was the truth back then. I remember.
Yeah. I went 7th grade.
Yeah.
Started 7th grade. I came from like Lincoln Middle School.
Yeah.
So I came from like fighting every day and shit to like this whole cult like family type shit. Everybody touchy feely. I'm like, get the fuck off me, man. But over the course of time, like the thing about that damn school is like it's so small and everybody look a certain way to it that you gotta like just fuck with the people in the school because everybody else like look at PK in a certain way for some reason. Then I fucked up and got into like drama or like
Oh yeah, I couldn't do that.
Yeah. And then they put me in what's that shit? I played basketball and track and performing arts.
Yeah.
When they first had that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's when I really realized I could rap and shit. They used to let me rap and they didn't let me rap on stage.
Right.
You know, so I had to scare them people had to death.
Yeah, but they wasn't having that.
But in the classroom they used to let me do the little ciphers and freestyle joints. So that's when, and I can attest to what you're saying, like putting you on this path, especially like it's the school where like everybody like is trying to be somebody. You know what I mean? It wasn't cool to get bad grades at PK.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I was like, man, I ain't finna be the dumbass around here. You know, even if I don't know this shit, I'm gonna figure out a way. Exactly. So, and that shit stuck. You know what I mean? Even the friends I still got, you know what I mean? They doing a certain way, it just make me want to keep, you know, pushing up.
Yeah.
That's why I always know, you know what I'm saying? That's why I had to get it out there, man. That's what's up. So
shout out, man.
So did you realize you was creative in high school? Like, did you realize you had a mind for creating things like back then?
Oh man, I've been creating pretty much all my life. Like my older brother, he used to draw. He could draw real good and he could write stories real good. And so I used to be over his shoulder. So when I was little, like, cause we 10 years apart, so he went to college, but while I was still like, you know, like teen-ish, whatever. Yeah. But so anyways, I used to like copy what he was doing. So I used to try to emulate his drawings and his writings. And of course, compared to a high schooler finna be college student to a elementary kid, my grammar and my spelling and my vocabulary wasn't that extensive, but like bridging that gap, like that's what made me creative. You know what I'm saying? And then like a lot of people in my school, like coming up elementary, middle school, knew I was a kid that could draw. And my reading and writing scores was always A1 from that. You know what I'm saying? So I just transferred my creativity into a different lane with the creating with the concepts and stuff like that. Cause I do this like every day. Like that's therapy to me.
What, drawing? Like
not drawing. She just got me a new drawing book, so I'm finna get back into drawing. But as far as like designs and stuff, like coming up with that stuff, like just sitting down watching TV, I come up with a concept, and then just put it in the Illustrator file and go to doing it. Then,
so this is like a passion.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I don't believe we could have lasted as long as we weren't passionate about it.
And I tell people that shit all the time. I'm big on like doing your passion and then letting the money come after, because it's gonna come eventually. Because people pay for passion.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because when you passionate about some shit, that's when you make the best type of shit. You know what I mean? So the same like being down here. Like I done like 3-4 interviews since I've been here.
That's true.
And it's like people like, especially back home. My grandmother was like the other day, like I was sitting down on my laptop editing shit, you know what I'm saying, looking over files, looking over artwork for the podcast, for the network, all that stuff. She like, this is what you do when you don't got to be nowhere. Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love this. Like I do this all day.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So now I just do it on the couch when she over here, just so we get some time in together. Cause if not, I'd be in that room all day sun up to sundown, doing some stuff. Like last night I finished and edited some stuff. I ain't go to sleep till like 4 a.m. You know what I mean? That's just the hunger, man. So I can definitely that's why I can notice the passion. You know what I'm saying? That's why the concept of, what is it? What is the line called right now that y'all? What are y'all pushing? Is it a sub like genre to it for like the royalty with the king and queen concept?
Which one? Oh, the Operation Awakening.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even that. It was kind of like because we call it I&M militia. Mm-hmm. And for people who don't know what what the militia means to us, mm-hmm. when we call somebody militant, it's somebody who's a creator. Mm-hmm. Because most creators are looked at as kind of like not outcast, but just different. Yeah. Because they're not going to the stereotypical things and wanting the 9 to 5. They want to pursue their passion. Mm-hmm. So the brand was kind of like pertaining to individuality. Yeah. So that's why it's called It's in Me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's for people to project their light onto society. You know what I'm saying? So with the concept Operation Awakening, it was kind of like for people, it's kind of like this is a new era in what we're doing because the material is better from anything that we already mm-hmm. did. It's more detailed and it's kind of like opening other people's eyes. So it's like Operation mm-hmm. Awakening, but it's pieces with like the Egyptian queens and kings and stuff like that. It's kind of like showing people who wear it like that you're royalty, mm-hmm. like you got to open up to awaken yourself. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I can tell once you started like showing that, how that was, in the process of being made, mm-hmm. I could just tell like that's a passion move. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Because I'm big on like African culture. Like I got the ankh right here and everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm big on that. So in order for somebody to know that and to put that in a certain way, you got to know about it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And another thing like I see is like y'all not doing something that y'all don't do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like y'all wear clothes. Exactly. You know what I mean? Y'all, most black people like to get fly. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you're doing something where it's not a problem learning about it because you do it anyway. It's
exactly.
like
your passion.
Yeah, like your man right here. I can tell he wear hats mm-hmm. all the time, so it's not a surprise mm-hmm. that he want to push the hats and the accessories and the backpacks. You know what I mean? Like when it come to me and the media shit, like I do this shit all the time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just now it's time to. You know what I'm saying? Trademark, copyright, mm-hmm. get paid for it. You know what I mean? Put people on. So yeah, man. So I agree with the whole passion thing. And now with the Operation Awakening, is it just this time you're gonna come out with it, or are you gonna expand on it?
Well, right now we already in the process of going into our spring and summer stuff. Yeah. So, with this right now, cause we kind of like to keep it exclusive. Like mm-hmm. everything that we doing, we want to keep it exclusive. Gotcha. So Operation Awakening is this one. Mm-hmm. We might bring it back, but it won't be anytime soon.
But it'll be a retro type of thing.
Exactly. And if it's a retro type of thing, it might be new pieces, new colorways, all that stuff. But we just focus on like 2017, it's time to just elevate.
All right, I got you. I need y'all to start making some more winter shit.
Oh yeah, man.
Because I live in the tri-state. Well, I need y'all to. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because that jacket was a cold move, man.
Yeah, I like that damn jacket.
Yeah, and the material for that winter stuff. Yeah, it's hard. My dog, my dog who executive produced the collection, mm-hmm. he sent his boy over in the Cayman Islands he blessed him with a piece, and he rocked it in his latest video, and he was like, it was cold over here, man, and he was like, man, he was telling me the story, he was kind of like, man, thank you, because I needed it and it fit, like it wasn't too heavy, but it kept me warm, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, shout out.
I definitely need some winter shit.
We gotta get on that.
Yeah, because it's definitely cold, more cold than it is hot up there.
Oh yeah, see what it is. We're gonna just have to start traveling because that's gonna inspire us to make. We're gonna get mad because we cold, mm-hmm. and we're gonna make some more hot stuff. You
take your ass there now.
Exactly,
you'll be inspired. It won't take you long at all to get inspired.
Come back, we gotta do something right now.
I mean, especially you go to like places like I tell people all the time. Like Manhattan is cool, but you get into like Harlem, you get into like Brooklyn, mm-hmm. you know what I'm saying? Even Queens, you get into boroughs, like the mm-hmm. boroughs, and you'll see, like I learned how to dress because my uncle just so happy. I had an uncle who stayed in Harlem. Right. You know what I mean? It took some female to be like, you ain't from around here, so let me show you how to fit your clothes onto you. You know what I mean? So, and the essence of like that shit is like great. And they not just wearing like, jeans sagging and all that shit. They dress. You know what I mean? I get that shit to them. They up there, they dress.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit with like the shit they do to Tim boots is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
The colors because that's and all their culture. That shit. Yeah,
I feel like that was the uphill battle that we had from around here. Because there's no internal culture here.
But y'all making one.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. It's something different. Yeah. So it's like you the pioneer. So it's kind of like you getting the crucifixion for it because people don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time when people don't understand it, they kind of
people fear change, man. Especially down here, people fear change. But y'all gonna like, and the thing is, and you made the point about being crucified is like y'all might have been, but man, people catching on. Whether people like to hate it or hate to like it, you know what I'm saying? They notice it. You know what I mean? That's what's important because I see it. You know what I mean? If I can see the shit and I'm not even in the state, you know what I mean, for majority of the year, I know other people see it because they see it close up. Definitely. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm aware of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you start making the winter shit. Oh yeah. I'm definitely, and I'm not one of the dudes like you said, like, let me get the discount. Like, nah, that's not me because, like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Support business, support black business, support the whole movement. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know, if anything, I'm the nigga that's like, yo, can I show you a shirt to somebody else up here for a store? They got a store, blah, blah, blah. You might want to, you know what I mean? That's the kind of shit. Cause I'm aware. Cause I wear some stuff that I know over some Nike, Adidas, and all that stuff every day. Cause for one, I hate shopping. I hate like crowds. Yeah, me too. So if I could receive some shit in the mail, I'm good to go. Click some shit offline, man. Oh yeah. Yeah. So how was your holidays, man?
Oh, it was good, man. I just got it was actually funny because Saturday, I did something with my 7, man, and it locked me out. Yeah. So I ain't had no phone the whole Christmas day. I could get phone calls and I could hear like every notification that I got. The phone would read it out to me, but I didn't get, like, I couldn't use my phone. And I'm really the type of person, I'm not big on social media. If it's not pertaining to business or family, like, I don't really get involved with all the other stuff. Yeah. Social media has to offer. That's just not my vibe. Yeah. But so it was kind of like cool to be detached and unplugged from like my phone. And like I left it, you know what I'm saying? It just was out like with family and stuff like that. So it was cool.
So your girl was with you when it happened?
Yeah, no, she really got me back in my phone. Oh, okay. She wasn't around when it happened. Oh, okay. I locked it up.
I was say that's a hell of an excuse, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't talk all day and then y'all do talk. My phone was locked out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that shit'll go over. I think I was straight because I had a problem if I that's what I'm saying.
And I couldn't talk.
Yeah. Now I be throwing my shit away. Like I be posting just off of what I do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. People be asking for my opinions on stuff. I see some stuff I post just cause I know who follow me.
Bro, I was meaning to tell you, I'm glad you started talking about that. I saw, it was a little while back, a dude, I think somebody, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was a boy or girl. I just saw your response to that person and it made me look at their username, but they said something about their boss. But their name was like Boss Man or Boss Lady something. And you was like, then why is your name Boss something and you worried about what your boss would think or something like that. I was like, bro, people don't think like that. You feel me?
Look, man, because people love to call themselves bosses, man. Exactly. And my thing is like people say all the time, because I'll tell you in a minute, I can't go out because I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I ain't poor. Right. But I'm broke. Right. And they be like, you ain't never got no money. Well, nigga, you ain't never owned shit. Exactly. So, of course you don't understand. Of course you got $5 in your pocket because somebody just gave you $5. Exactly. And your tax return, you get that. That's fine. You did. No, I pay taxes. Yeah. You know what I mean? My name is on shit. So when people come to me all the time with this, I'm a boss. No, motherfucker, you clock in for somebody. Now, I'm not knocking people who do. Right. What I'm saying is everybody can't be a boss. And I don't even equate myself to a boss because I equate myself more of a leader. Yeah. Right? Because I'll get down and get my hands dirty with the best of them. Because I feel like in order for me to be like the boss or owner of some shit, I got to know how to do it my damn self. Yeah. So that if you fuck off and don't don't do it to my standards, I can do it, get it done to my standards. Exactly. You know what I mean? So I can do it. I just got other shit with the whole picture. That's why your specific job is to do this. And that's what that was. That person had a specific, and they thought they was bossing because no. You got that specific role, you know what I mean? And you part of the team. That's not wrong being part of the team. Everybody can't be Jordan. Okay. Somebody gotta be Scotty. Somebody gotta be Steve Kerr. You know what I mean? Cause that make the Bulls. Yeah. Somebody gotta be the coach. Yep. You know what I mean? You just gotta know your role. A lot of people don't know their role, man. So, and I don't be trying to be malicious. I just be trying to teach people, man.
But that's the problem with people today is they don't think that they can be taught.
Exactly, man. So, exactly. Yeah. And they tell me like, I have an uncle up there all the time. Tell me if you want to be a millionaire, hang out with billionaires.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't know no billionaires yet, but we getting to that point.
We're getting that. Yeah, we're gonna get that.
Yeah. So, I just gotta tell you, man, just to keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. Keep pushing. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep moving forward. And you got my support. You know what I mean?
Likewise, man.
Yeah, man. Anytime, you know, when you do start coming to New York, you come up there, let me know.
I'm gonna come in the summertime.
Nah, you do get. See, let me tell you about the summers out there, right?
No summer.
Summers out there, right? They don't be like 90 degrees, 98 degrees. They be comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? You
complain about around him when it's cold.
Yeah, at night it might drop down to like 60, 50.
Yeah.
And then during the day it's like 70, 80. Yeah. But during the day it's comfortable.
Right. And then it probably ain't as humid as it is.
No, not at all.
That changes a lot.
Yeah, man. Oh my God.
That changes a lot.
Man, I be hearing y'all complain about this 60-degree weather, man.
Yeah, man.
I had the windows down 60 degrees the other day, bro. I was fresh air shit, man. Smelling that shit, man. For real. I lay it up. See, my thing, I don't like big coats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I do like a lot of pea coats, a lot of like light jackets, but I layer up.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? If you don't layer up,
oh yeah.
Like even the ties, when I wear suits, I got a couple wool ties, a couple wool blazers. That shit will keep you warm more than like big shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So unless I live in the Bronx, then you gotta dress like you ready to shoot a nigga. But besides that, you know what I mean? There's some summers up there. You know what I mean? I mean, you ain't, like I said, like you ain't, and then I don't like the beaches up there either. So I ain't making trips to the beach and nothing like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like ain't no clear water and shit. But as far as the hustle goes, that's where I need to be as far as the hustle. And,
definitely.
And I like the fact that I got ties down here that I can connect the dots.
Oh yeah,
and that's why the name of the company is Up South.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I dig it.
Yeah, so I'm up there.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the South. I'm just connecting the dots. You know what I mean? Pretty soon I do some kind of tour shit where I go from New York to Maryland to DC to the Carolinas all the way down here and go all the way back up. You know what I mean? So when I get back there, all these interviews I'm doing, when I get back there, when I take the clothes back there, when I take all the shit back there, I'm like, this is what I come from. This is what I got. It's what we working with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then the people up there be like, you know what? We need to connect with these people. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care what nobody say. In order for you to make it, like in any type of, I would say a lot of different type of business, you got to go through New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially in kind of music and fashion. Like you got media, you got to go through New York.
Yeah, them capitals.
Yeah, man. Stuff. And so to be like right in that shit, you know what I mean? I figured why try to, cause it's somebody else from New York trying to put on New York. I'm not from there. I'm not from Jersey. I'm not from that area. I'm from here.
Yeah.
So I can put here on up there.
Right.
And it's connected dots cause the South run the shit anyway. The way I see it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I said, man, you got my support. That's why I be sharing your shit all the time, man. And I share it as I tell people all the time. They be like, why you don't share my shit? Nigga, it's 3 a.m. by the time the person I need to see gonna see it, they sleep.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
But if it's 7 a.m. or even 6 when I'm up working out, I share it because I know they're up.
Right.
They gonna see it. Cause people like to see what you're working on, man. Yeah. Even if they want to hate on it, they like to see what you're working on.
Oh yeah, and that's cool.
Yeah, man. So keep it up, man. Keep it up. You got the hats. You know what I'm saying? Start making some damn scullies.
Yes, sir.
You start making that damn.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And yeah, man. And keep it pushing, man. Keep it on, man. I appreciate y'all coming out, man. For real.
Appreciate it too, man.
Yeah, man. It's not a lot of people out here trying to, unify. You know what I mean? We got a lot of talent in this area, man. I'm trying to showcase it, man. So yeah, man. And I got my guy Blazer tomorrow.
That's real. Shout out, man.
Yeah, shout out to Blazer. You know what I mean? I've been playing his song on my show, my radio show.
Yeah.
All the time. He got Rap Drugs, that shit. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Cause I don't gotta say shit to it, and tell Bay.
Yeah,
I like that shit too.
Yeah.
I think he should have made tell Bay a little longer, which I'm gonna tell him tomorrow.
Yeah.
He should do a longer version.
A longer version.
It's a little short. Yeah, it's like a minute and some change.
Yeah.
I need a 3 minute. You know what I'm saying? Non-cursing, so I can start passing that shit out.
Definitely.
But. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming out, man. And y'all got my support, man.
Likewise.
You know what I'm saying? Before we get out of here, let people know where they can get your stuff, where to follow you, you know what I'm saying, what the movement is, all that stuff.
All right. The website is www.inm, hyphen? I be messing that up all the time. Coach be having to get me right, dog.
That's why you have somebody there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Militia.com. That's where we got everything, the new Operation Awakening collection out. YouTube, just type in Mvmnt, ITZNMEH, and you'll see all our vlogs, all our homeboys' music and stuff like that.
Now, who do the vlogs?
Coach do all the videography stuff, man.
Right.
Shout out to him, man. And the clothing line on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook is INM-Militia. So
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. All right, I got an idea for a documentary, like around next year, for Gainesville. So
yeah, we're gonna talk about camera because we had one too.
Yeah. All right. See, I knew it.
Yeah.
I was the only person with this.
Can't be.
Yeah. But once again, man, I appreciate y'all for coming out. You know what I'm saying? Allowing me to have this conversation. It's no interview, man. It's conversation.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever you because eventually you're going to make it up there. You know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
be behind you, man.
Yeah. Let me know, man. You know what I'm saying? And then we can go from there, man. Whenever I'm down here, trust me, we gonna link up.
Yeah.
And make some things happen.
Like, believe
You know what I'm saying? And this has been like another episode of the platform. You know what I'm saying? We out. Till next time. Peace.